Things. I know we learned many things, but just to summarize things that I just noted down as I was observing activities going on. One, there was consensus building, as many of you mentioned. We had to decide who's going to do what roles and what the plan is going to be like. So consensus building is an effect of communication. With good communication, you're able to delegate roles, have good delegation of roles, you're able to plan, and these are the plans that really make your work successful. Then we saw an element of focus. People needed to keep focus. We saw that towards the end, when there was pressure, the scribe forgot about scribing and everybody started working. So, and people forgot to keep the measurements at 5 feet, but with focus we can do that. In time management, or even resource management, other resources including time, is very important because we ran out of time, but also appreciating that we could not use 30 minutes to do that best hour that we can do. So we should be able to look at the task ahead and determine how much time you'll be able to use. It doesn't have to say, no, with the time you have, I'm not able to do that if you have an opportunity. But it's not often that you're able to negotiate for time, because time just runs out. It's management that gets you where you have to go. If the deadline is a deadline, you can't negotiate for it to be extended many times. Then there was crisis management, so that when the time has run out, everybody got into a crisis management mode. When the tower started falling, we got into crisis management. They brought tape, they added more straws, and that is all a result of communicating, which is both verbal and non-verbal. Some are not communicating that they are frustrated, but we saw that in some groups, frustration was actually expressed because you set out to do something, and if you're not able to do it, frustration comes. How you communicate frustration and how you deal with it determines how you move ahead after frustration. There was also competition, because I observed that some people, while they were building their small tower and they saw some towers are going up, they started getting stressed. And while some had finished and put up their towers, people started getting stressed. Another aspect is monitoring and evaluation. We didn't assign anyone to do monitoring and evaluation, but this is something that we're supposed to develop within the group. Who is in charge of the output and who is monitoring that at this time we have been able to meet a certain milestone? Have we got the tower to 5 feet? Because that was lacking, that's why we didn't get the towers up to 5 feet, because nobody was measuring at each time point. But this has to be communicated still in the group. Then there was sharing success. People whose towers were stable were happy about it. People whose towers were not stable and falling were not happy about it. And we had someone saying, I kept telling them to do this. And they were not doing it. So it's about sharing success and also sharing the failure. Success is more easy to share, but failure, you always find someone to blame. And how you communicate this can destroy a group. And of course, there's reflective learning, which we are actually doing now. Look at the process and see what did we learn from it, what can we do better next time, and how can we apply it to different situations. This is an imagery. You won't find many straw towers in your offices, but you'll find people to work with. You'll find assignments, grants, papers, projects. How do we apply what we have learned here? So one of the things that we are going to do today is to see how do different people behave in the different situations. Why is it easier to build consensus in a certain group, and why is it more difficult in a certain group? Why are people able to take on different roles while others won't take on the different roles? And how do you deal with those that are not taking on the roles? As a leader, as a communicator, how do you communicate this? Do you get frustrated as well, or do you get into a crisis? And this is largely determined by the personalities People are different personalities, but we have to work with all of them. We have to communicate with all of them. And different personalities receive information and messages differently.